What is that focus?
I just want to say that there's a 24-hour race going on to your right, to your left.
We're over here trying to make art films.
We're trying to. Is it art? What is it? It's Jimmy in a field. It's not
Jimmy
art.
Darko. It's Jimmy Darko Part 3.
It's Jimmy in a field. Oh no! Jimmy, no! Jimmy, no!
If you're an underhand, it's easier for you to catch. I've seen how unathletic you look. I don't want to be like making you run and dive.
Is this a challenge? All right, give me the camera.
Scotto, Ron, and myself decided we go to Europe with no adult supervision.
This is a terrible idea.
Because we're such big fans, we figured that we'd support Hyundai by letting Brian give them tips on how to get their car running well.
Is that what we're doing? Are you guys laughing at me? First start of the race. It's going 24 hours of it.
Living my best life.
What the hell? Who put that rock there? What you guys think of this shit?
Nice. I mean, for first time at the ring.
Wow.
It's simplistic. No, this thing's amazing. Right now, this is cool because it's really calm over here, but everywhere else around the ring seems like one giant party in like the coolest way. This is a nice little sanctuary right now.
It is. It is.
Enjoy the sun coming up, the moon coming down.
Yeah.
Sun's coming up,
the
and
birds
cars
chirping.
doing like.
This is like the self-care side of N-Ring.
This is the recovery side.
Yeah, totally. All right, so it's not even 5 a.m. and the sun is already coming back up. What you think about that, Ron Carr?
Right there. This is the best nature walk.
Yeah, if this was what hiking was about, I would do it a lot more often.
And here we are. Shreve, what are you filming, buddy?
Nature.
Get back in there.
Walking so much, I blasted both my toes out the front of my shoes, dude.
Look at this. Hit me with the shoe breakdown. Your boy popped.
Oh my
Your boy popped toes, man.
Comment below if you think Vin needs new shoes. One thing you got to realize about the ring is the scale is unlike any other racetrack in the world. I mean, that's like multiple towns, fields, farms. There's like a whole ass castle right there. It's kind of mind-boggling how big this is. Like Vin, you took a flight through here. Quiet on set. Thank you. Lord. You flew on a helicopter.
Yeah, Shreve and I took a chopper around this morning, and like seeing this place from above is. What's up, dudes?
Yo, Schnapps.
Come over here. Come over here.
That's AM.
Whatever, man.
How you feeling?
Slaying some hay. Starting to get a little tired.
Take a little grass nap.
Little siesta.
Little lawn nap.
Dude,
Laying
this
in the
spot
hay.
down here is insane. Shreve got some crazy shots.
This dude working.
Dude, that's such commitment to like your driving machine. Because look, that's a wall that you're going towards at what, 100 and it's got to be 150.
And it's blind because you can't see
Yeah.
it coming up the hill.
No lift.
This is also the spot from a couple years ago where the LMP car.
Yeah.
Because you actually are going so fast that if you get air under your arrow, like it could take a whole car.
Obviously, one of the things that makes this event absolutely amazing is race car shit. All the cool cars and the variety of what's actually here. So you got full-blown GT3 cars, you got touring cars, and then you got to mix up a bunch of other stuff, new and old. And that's just kind of what makes this so much different than like a Le Mans or something else. So seeing cars from the 80s race with brand new GT3s are kind of a totally different experience to see them on the same track, granted completely in a different realm from each other, but having to kind of share that track space, like, you know, things like that.
Opel Automobile GmbH has endured a wild ride since it was founded by Adam Opel in Rüsselsheim in Maine, Germany. The brand got its start as a sewing machine manufacturer in 1882. In 1886, Opel began making high-wheeled penny-farthing bicycles. The brand built its first automobile in 1899. The 1920s were a tumultuous time for the automotive industry, and Opel needed a benefactor to help it ride out the Great Depression. General Motors bought Opel in 1929, finally selling it nearly 90 years later, in 2017, to French automaker group PSA, better known as Peugeot. Over the years, Opel produced a wide range of quirky vehicles, from the 1930 Blitz to the delightful 1968 Opel GT, but my favorite is the Opel Ascona 400 that Walter Rarrell used to win the 1982 World Rally Championship driver's title.
This was one of my favorite cars. It's a Manta B, which is super rad. The oldest car on the grid, but I guess they had a bit of problems.
Do you know what year this is?
Apparently, it's like, it would be like mid-80s, I don't know the exact year. So there was the Manta A, and this would be the Manta B. And we never got this in the US, so kind of a cool car, Opel. But this is the oldest car that's currently on the grid. And apparently it kind of came back because like the fans wanted it back. Like as this series gets bigger and bigger, there's less of the older cars running. When I was here back in 2007, half the field was older 70s and 80s and 90s cars. You're just not seeing as much of them anymore just because it's become a bit more expensive to run. So it's cool to still see some vintage metal out here. I love this thing, it's super rad.
Being a fan of driving sports like rallycross, drifting, all that. I mean, I'll be real, a lot of endurance racing is kind of boring to me, but Nurburgring completely flips that around. I think a lot of that is because the road itself is almost like a rally stage. It's super narrow, there's a ton of elevation change, it's really fast in sections, there's kind of little jump areas, even one down jump braking zone. So
it's 14 miles long. Actually, this race is 15 miles long. Just throwing that out there. You know, think about it. Like, you race like a regular circuit, it's like a mile or two. Even like Le Mans, which is longer, but the Mulsanne straight is fresh and everything, but I don't know. It's like how many turns? 20? Like, think how many turns is this? 100 plus?
all of them.
All the turns.
Vin, what's your thoughts on endurance racing?
Is this a good look for me on camera?
This is actually a really great look and angle.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Should we do this next year?
Comment below if you think we should do some endurance racing. And no, we don't want to do lemons. We want to do some like real stuff.
That's just endurance racing. Like, we should do the ring. this is the track I would want to do. All right, well that's it. Race is over.
24 hours, brutal spectating.
Brutal spectating. Absolutely exhausted.
That was awesome.
It was best event ever. Nurburgring. It was fucking awesome. All right, so we're here at the famous ED Quick Stop. This is the gas station that you fill up at when you come and do tourist days here at the ring.
We're in Europe. We got a day to kill. We have 2 Hyundais. So we're gonna head north to Berlin. It's about 6.5 hours away. We're gonna see what we get into.
But first, let's go check out the gift shop.
We got crunch chips on lock, spare rib flavor. We got
some nacho cheese bugles. They discontinued bugles like 20 years ago in America.
Not in Germany, they didn't.
Well, let's see if we can figure out the nav in
boy.
German. Point of interest.
Wait, this is in English.
Hold on. 7 hours, 15 minutes, 662 clicks. Fast route.
7 hours? We left an hour ago and we started there.
See that just changed? That means unrestricted on the Autobahn. That means we can go as fast as we want, I think. All right, so initial thoughts.
On the car?
Yeah.
Really surprising because it's like it's actually really tight handling. Like I could use a little bit more torque, but other than that, this car has surprised the hell out of me.
The thing that impressed me the most when we got to drive this on the airfield, and you can cut to some of that footage right now. Say. I just realized that they want us to stop there, and I just treated it like a chicane and just went as fast as I could through it. It actually doesn't have like the really unfortunate tendency to understeer no matter what you do, which is I think what most cars today feel like. This thing's like somewhat like the rear will actually step out. Like it has like the end mode thing, which I think is that button right there, right?
Yeah.
So
race flag for race shit.
Like you put in there and traction control will actually allow it to step out a little bit. So like we were doing slalom and stuff, and like I was like, the first time it stepped out, I was totally surprised. I wasn't expecting to do it, but then I just stayed in it, and it just like was like 1, 2, 3, and each one like the car just had like a little bit of a slide to it. And I'll be honest, like I have not really enjoyed front wheel drive cars since like the maybe not even the Mark III GTI. I even thought that was kind of too numb. Like Mark 1's like super small, super lightweight, sub 2,000 pound cars. Like that's when front wheel drive can be a lot of fun because you can really throw them around.
Which is one thing I will give the GTI, like on a like Autobahn trip like this, I'd pick the GTI because it's bigger, it's heavier, it feels more, you know, solid on the highway. But man, anything canyon, anything spirited driving, I really like, I want to take this thing on a track. I'd be super interested to see how it handles.
Just look out the rest of the day and figure that out. was a good run.
Dude, we just rolled up to the craziest looking hotel. Look inside here. There's like a spiral concrete staircase. Some kind of club type atmosphere going on. It's called the Ni Hao. Nahao? Now? I've not slept in a long time.
Yo.
That's the look of 4 hours sleep.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's do this. Quick history lesson for those of you who don't know. After World War II, Germany was separated, 2 sides. US took one part, Soviet Union took the other, and the Soviet Union built a wall called the Rampart.
In 1945, the end of World War II saw Germany divided into 4 Allied occupation zones. The Soviet Union controlled the eastern part and the west was claimed by the United States, Great Britain and France. The Soviets detested the consummate capitalism of West Berlin, a city nestled deep within communist East Germany. On August 13, 1961, East Germany's government began work on the anti-fascist Eicher Schutzwall, or Berlin Wall. It was touted as a way to keep Western fascists out of East Germany, but in reality, the wall's main purpose was to halt defectors from fleeing to the west. The wall kept Berlin divided until November 9, 1989, when the thawing of the Cold War prompted the East German Communist Party to announce that Germans could cross freely from east to west. Ich bin ein Berliner, and a night rider.
This is pretty much all that's left of it. So on this side, all graffiti, and on the other side of it, all murals. I like this side more because the graffiti's kind of more rad. All right, so we left Nurburgring yesterday and we came to Berlin. The original plan was leave Nurburgring, drive to Audi in Ingolstadt, and we decided to go to Berlin instead. So like, let's bring up a map and show you what that looks like. So like, this is Nurburgring, this is Ingolstadt, this is Berlin.
And this is so this is Nurburgring, right? This is Frankfurt, where we have to fly out of. So we went here to here, then we're gonna go here.
No.
Back here.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we're triangulating.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It's the strongest way to build a good trip is triangulation.
Now doing a test called 5th gear limiter for as long as the car will hold together. Hey, we're getting pretty close.
We got one more yellow bar to go through.
One more yellow bar. Hopefully no one pulls out in front of us.
It's getting there.
Oh god, there's a fucking turn coming up.
Curve coming.
Jesus Christ.
There we are. We're here.
240.
Yeah.
Boom. Production number 1 of the sport car truck.
Oh man, yes.
Just turn around. Just turn around.
He gave us the keys to this. This is seriously one of the happiest days.
You're being a little conservative right now. It's like you're at mom's house.
Peasants.
Now we get. Oh. Wow.
I was explaining that the Autobahn for this stretch, because you have to realize it's like not. It's not.
Wait.
This kid's definitely
Over under on this kid hitting a curb. Oh, so close.
Don't street drift, kids.